Welcome friends, it's days like this that I truly just enjoy. We've had so much heat and humidity recently, up to about 39 degrees some days. Winston's in the chook pen, look. Look at him hiding. And Susie. We've had such hot days. You get days like this and it's just amazing just to get back out here. I love the rain. So what we're going to do today is a bit of an ad hoc video. We're just going to walk through the place, particularly the food forest around the banana trees, and just show you what the heat's done to the plants. Even with all the design I've done so far, I've tried the design to drought proof my property, and it's still a work in progress like everything is, but I just want to show you what the heat does to everything. Okay, I'll be turning the camera back and forwards a bit, and we'll see how we go. Here's my bananas. So as you can see, the wind has totally knocked them around. The heat doesn't worry them because they got a good water supply, so they're all in a banana circle. And again, I've mentioned banana circles before, where a big hole, lots of compost, a lot of moisture gets kept in there for the roots. So it keeps these bananas fed without me having to feed them. But as you can see, lots of bunches of bananas. I've just picked 2 bunches this morning. A pawpaw circle, which is basically a copy of the banana circle. It's not going too well. The chickens totally wrecked it. I've got to put a bit more work into it, but there is some pawpaws gathering there. A lot of sweet potato around the bottom with it all. We're going to start at one on the end of the swale over here. And as you can see, like, have a look at the trees. So look at all the burnt leaves on them. They should come back. We've got the rain coming today. Hopefully we'll get about 40 mils today. Hopefully, cross fingers. We can only hope. But we'll just walk through this swale. As you can see, there's lots of grass. I don't bother cutting them down too much. It helps protect the soil. A lot of the acacias, nitrogen fixing, even the poor old lemongrass, look at it, it's all dry and shrivel. Everything's been burnt off. Look at the top of the plants here. These are all Australian hardy plants and they still get burnt. Pomegranate, still going well. We'll pick him soon. Bananas doing well. Look at this poor tree. He will come back, he will survive. But look at him, that's how harsh the sun is. So it's good to take these observations of your place once you've had the heat. So you can observe this and then look at your design and say, how can I improve on this? But look at it, like, here's your finger limes. Australian native. Loving it, even in the heat. So there is certain plants you can grow, particularly in the subtropics, tropical area, that just love the heat. As long as they get a bit of moisture, they keep growing. Particularly these baileyana acacias, love it, and they look pretty too. Sandpaper fig, totally destroyed. Look at him, he's starting to grow back. He got hammered by the grubs, basically, the caterpillars. Keep walking along here. Again, look at the leaves just burnt off. Other plants, they suffered. I do have an irrigation system here, but it was broken for a little bit, so I wasn't watering. The trees had to survive by themselves. You can see by here, this is actually a tree lucerne. It's dead, I think. I think it's totally dead. Here's another tree lucerne next to it, still alive. There's more of our native area down this side. Okay, we'll head down this way. Cross over the electric fence. Try and keep the wallabies out. Hopefully the bees are friendly today. They can get a bit wild sometimes. Down on the bottom swale, acacias. All the acacias are looking really great, and you'd expect that being a native. Again, the tree loosens. Yeah, they're growing all right. My mangoes hanging in there. We've got a good crop of mangoes this season. Even after the hail knocked most of them off. Oh, bee just buzzed around my head. As much as I love bees, I don't like being stung. So again, the acacias, just grow them. They're your nitrogen fixing, provide shade for your other trees. It's very beneficial. I got an all-in-one almond here. He's not looking too healthy. Oh, he's got a couple of branches on. He'll hang in there. He'll hang in there. I want the almonds. That'd be great. Some more pomegranates. I didn't realise I had these ones down here. But again, the plant's looking a little bit deficient. I'll have to look at that. Get some compost in it, more mulch, get rid of the weeds around it. But yeah, just look at the heat damage. So they're the plants you've got to keep the high canopy trees around them. And for me, I use the acacias because they just grow so well, and then I can chop and drop. If we get some decent rain now, this would be a good time for me to chop and drop. And apple trees grown by seed, and yeah, I don't get any apples, but they just, look at the tree. It just grows so well. I just let it grow naturally, all just by seed. Yeah, got an apple, planted the seed, that's what I got. Now we're getting down this end of the bottom where it's a lot drier, a lot less protected. Again, apple trees, yeah. I'm going to grow more. I'm going to get some more seeds and just grow more, just for the fun of it. Olive trees. Hopefully one day I will get an olive. One day. Here's my poor avocado tree. He has taken the brunt of the sun, full on. And being like a tropical tree, they like to be shaded a little bit until they're fully established, and a lot of moisture. But yeah, hopefully I can pull him back. I'll get some compost tea on him, some worm tea. We'll see if we get him back. Acacias again, just yeah, loving it. Here we go, we've got baileyana again, acacia, and underneath, we'll go underneath. It's another all-in-one almond, and see how he's just sitting under the tree and he's not burnt one little bit. He's surviving a lot better. And then we move along, and here's my poor avocado tree. I don't think he will survive. He's totally burnt. But we'll do an update later and see if he does come back. As we move along, get a little bit sparse down here. I'll have to do a bit of work cleaning this up. And that's the bottom swale. Now we're going to head back this way. Didn't want to do too long of a video, but I just want to show everyone that your place doesn't necessarily look neat and tidy all the time. So this area here had all sunflowers in it, it had pumpkins. They're all died. They died off. So now, basically, I'm just leaving it. I'll slash it all down with the mower, and then I'll cover it all with more mulch and get ready to plant a second crop of pumpkins, I think, and try a few more watermelons before winter turns up. Again, this was just a massive big bed of sunflowers. The birds ate most of them. The corrallers, they loved them. They absolutely loved them. Ate all of them. And I planted beans up them. Tried to do like the three sister ideas. I had pumpkins. As you can see, there's pumpkins through here. Okay, we'll quickly walk down towards the dam. This might take a little while. I might speed this part up. I wanted to do more of an organic video without too much cutting. But I'm just loving this weather. I'm loving out here, loving getting wet. Well, I just want to show you, I planted over, I think it was 57 native, Australian native plants down the bottom of my property down here. As a windbreak, you can watch a couple of my short videos I have on it. I planted it. But I just want to quickly give you an update of how they're going, or I might say how they're not going. And just so you know, guys, I'm keeping my eyes on the ground because I do not want to come against the brown snake, particularly when I got my hobbit shoes on. They don't give me too much protection. So I just got to be aware. It's my best defense. If I see one, I'll just back away really quickly. Or if I'm surprised, I'll jump very high. So we're getting down to the bottom of our property down here. I don't know, it's just a magical place. Like, yes, it looks brown. It could look overgrown to some people. But you come down here early in the morning, you got wallabies, you got some hares, you got all the different animals, wildlife just down here that you can sit down here and just observe and be inspired. It's so relaxing. Okay, now this is what happens when you get a little bit too eager and you plant out all your natives. So I'm gonna try and get in here. This is a Moreton Bay ash. Nearly dead. He might still come back if we get enough rain. And as we go along here, this is a bunyip pine. He's not looking too healthy. He's a bit burnt. He's hanging in there though. If he grows, I love it. Bunyip pine. They live up to 800 years or more. So you can't really see too much, but as you go along here, I planted seedlings. Here they are. This one, I'm gonna say, yeah, he's died, but I'd say something's eaten him. Maybe a wallaby or a hare. Oh, we've got a live one. We got a live one. Okay, let's have a look. So this one is a leopard ash, and goes up to 15 meters, but he's alive. So again, gives me ideas of what to plant, what survives, and I'm talking extreme conditions here with the heat. All these were just planted. This was a she oak, I think. Yep, a black she oak. I don't think it's going to live, but it might. If they get enough rain now, they might live. I do apologise if you're not seeing it well. I wanted this, like I said, this one to be more of an organic type video. Okay, we're heading down to the side. Now I did this area as a windbreak of natives, and we'll just quickly run down what we got here, what's surviving, what's not. And even just for me, this is a great record of what survived, because you do put a lot of work into this and planting them and seeing what survives and what doesn't. Okay, so not looking too good. I'd say I don't think he's going to live. That's what it was. Put that back there. Again, look at your acacias. They're growing. They love it. A callistemon. Growing well. There's another acacia. He's a little bit burnt off. But you can see he's shooting up there again. Hopefully that's him from the rootstock. Oh, this poor fella. He's not going to make it. That was a lily-pilly. Okay. Again. What's this one? Mount Morgan wattle. Surviving. He's a survivor. Well done, buddy. Callistemon. Give him a bit of pull. No, I don't think he's going to make it. Here we go, another wattle. So I'm just showing you, just because we plant things and we think we know how to do stuff, sometimes you just don't get the right weather. And on this case, for a lot of these plants, yeah, I wasn't able to keep the water up to them. I wanted them to grow naturally. And if they survive, they survive. So basically, I'll keep going along here. The ones in the cases are looking alright. Keeps the wallabies away. Some more callistemons. And as we travel down this way, you're getting more into a valley. Oh, that was a bush cherry. He's definitely dead. So as we get down here, we're getting more into a valley area where a lot more moisture gets held. And I'm just trying to find, oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's one. He's alive. Again, that's another cedar wattle. So if you do live in Australia and you want hardy plants, look at your wattles first to be your pioneer plants. Again, I'm looking through here, getting a bit wild. There's a grevillea. Oh, here we go. Looks like a gum. Yep, a gum growing there. He's growing all right. So as you can see, I'm gonna say, to be truthfully blunt here, I've probably lost about 70% of my seedlings because I planted them. I was a little bit keen and I planted them before we got decent rain to keep them going. So I'll have to look at it again. I'll have to propagate some more and buy some more. But just, I don't know, look at it, it's raining, loving it, rain's coming down. I might have been a duck in a previous life, but I do enjoy the cooler weather. The heat, it's just horrible for getting outside and gardening. The humidity. There you go, guys. I'll just do a little bit of a walk up. I'll end this video while the rain gets a little bit heavier. I'll turn around now. There we go. There's me. A little bit wet, but loving it. Still looking out for these brown snakes. They give me the heebie-jeebies some days. I'll be walking along and all of a sudden right in front of me there's one staring at me. But there you go, guys. If you've got any questions, put them in the comment section. Again, this is just a bit of an update, a bit of an organic one. No script, no agenda, just enjoying the rain. We'll see you on the next one.
Found a brown snake watching, twitchy and sly, looking at me like I'm a snack by and by. Oh, it don't strike too fast, I'm just tending my greens. We can share a laugh, it ain't no bad scene. Wandering round in the rain, singing off key, dodging dead trees where the brown snakes be. Laughing at my roots, they've turned into dust, but I'm living that hobbit life. It's a peculiar trust. Talk about my soil and my permaculture plan. This land I will toil, but between the rain and the sun so bright, all I got's mud pies, making my garden a fright. Oh. So grab your spade and wear your finest